welcome back. Let's see, everything is working. Yeah, it seems to be working. Oh, where are we? Sorry, I didn't have to play much this week. I had a busy schedule. We just arrived to Hinterlands. We did some things there. Now we got back to Haven. And let's see what we have. We have apparently gonna see here. Let's see where we are. I have no idea. We already have the Hinterlands-ish things here. The inner circles in red, yes. The one for Storm Coast. Summon War Council. Let's do it. See what we get. I have no idea. You have access to the missions. Missions operations take time and bring the Inquisition's resources and rewards. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got perks. Yeah, I got one perk. Let's see. Okay, underworld knowledge. Message methods. 5% increase in external for killing foes. That's pretty good over the long term, I guess. Killing more enemies wouldn't be too bad. Okay, we have riders. Okay. If I remember correctly, this is not an issue. I'm not gonna use the mount much anyway. Second tier focus effects for abilities. I don't know what that means. True grit. That's good. Schematics, not bad. This should be very interesting for my mage style, I think. Training and spotting were to the discovery range of searching action. Okay, that's my ping actions, right? Deft hand. Oh, that's lockpicking. That could be good. Training herbalist, gain collection to okay. Inquisition. Inventory capacity, that's good. Slots for party members. I like these nobility, those that like give me extra experience for reading codexes. But arcane knowledge, I'm a mage, so I should have arcane knowledge, right? I think I should. Address. Oh yeah, I was on my way to the Val Rio. I remember now. So this is one of my other mods I have. I don't have countdown timer because in the base game there is a real life timer. So if it would say 4 hours, it would actually take 4 hours. So it will be done while I'm off game, and when I come back, it will be done, right? So I've installed a mod that negate that. Your Inquisition says it's sort of against chaos, reasons, and darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands and claim. Okay, well, this is good. Liana, okay, so we can choose which advisor should take charge of this, right? This sounds like a Cullen thing. Scout the hinterlands. Missing foe. Okay, we need more power for that. The Tane of High River. The most holy was incomparable. We will hold a vigil in High River to remembrance of Justinia. This sounds like something Josephine should do. Ah, Hard in Hightown. That's Varric's books. As we discovered in the Dragon Age 2. It could be interesting. I did a favor, actually. Let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I gotta... Amulet of Power. Deal with the relatives of the Trevelyans. I'm the Trevelyan, so this is my relatives, right? It is true. Distant, blah, 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 blah. Left the party. I've made a connection with you. Harrow's relative thanking the name in vain. Okay. The Black Emporium. Black Emporium is the DLC. I want to see the Black Emporium right away, so let's do it. Okay, we reminds is pretty looks like the one in Dragon Age 2. So this could work. The scene on the Antiquarian. I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for two reasons. I'm not going to read every codex outline. I'm just going to skim through them. If you want, you can pause it. Right? Most likely energy of the rescue from the street. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I can change my appearance. Cool. I got the options. Weapons and accessories. Cool. A cool staff, apparently. But requires level 18. But there is some... These are not too half bad, actually. heal bonus, maximum health, plus. That's not bad. Look at the health status. That's really good. I have some gold leftovers. I could do with that, I think. Dexterity, cunning. That's good for Varric. Buy that. Mage. I will invest in this. Guard damage. Cassandra would love that one. Magic defense. Okay, we'll buy these. Nothing else there. Okay. Oh my god, Sinon is hilarious. What was this? Schematics. It's not many schematics. Maybe I have them already. Oh my god, he cries my hand after death. Creepy. Creepy. This is all tier 1s. I think I'm gonna invest in crafting in the higher tiers. It's still, I just started the game, so I'm not gonna check in too much. All right, fair enough. Okay. I should. Okay. No, not the Storm Coast. Not yet. Fellowmire, not yet. And I know that Seeing Red is completed during over the course of the whole game. Valrio. Let's Haven. Go to the war room. Travel. Okay, back to Haven. That's the hinterlands, the Haven. I don't know. I need to choose my companions when going back to Haven. Well, let's go to Valrio, see what's going on there, and then we can go back to Hinterlands and farm up. Josephine. Yeah, Valrio. That's definitely what I'm gonna. Whoop. The mouse sensitivity is way off the charts. Oh my god. So also these, I think this save game I'm creating now is gonna be the basis for my if there is a import or something for Dragon Age 4, I'm gonna use this. Since you've been with me the whole journey, so you know what's up. All right. I have a coin. The Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies, blah blah blah. Okay. See how this works out. I hope you can. I have not why I'm lamenting or why I'm hesitating in the actual choice here. I have not decided what kind of character I'm gonna build. Diplomatic, positive, or stoic, or negative persona. But I'm thinking since the character background, the Trevelyan family is a well-known noble family, and I'm a mage, part of that family. I think the diplomatic route would be suited.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
She makes sense. Not a terrible idea. I have another issue is that my Nvidia Shadowplay doesn't want to record correctly, so I have to probably upload the VOD from Twitch to YouTube, which I don't like. Valrio, capital of Orlais.
The city still mourns.
She's afraid? Okay.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
Not too bad. Okay, it's a scout.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
You don't need to
Only one
kneel.
thing to do, then.
Alright, but let's see this through.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
We knew there would be some kind of reaction.
But I didn't expect the Templars to make an appearance.
The people may just be assuming what the Templars will do. I've heard of no concrete plans.
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's read these. This gives experience, which is good. And also, if you unlock the rest of the Inquisition perks, we get retroactive experience for these. So, I'm gonna read them. Beneath blah 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 blah. Oh, wait. I see that Solas have a talent point. Shall we continue with these spears? Dispel, revival. When you and have an active power to... That sounds good. Let's look around. Move Solas, please. You too, Cassandra. Merchant.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Okay, okay. There is a lot of things here to read, and I'm reading them because it gives me experience. It's not bad experience either, so... Okay, here we got the cutscene, we got to the action.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery.
Yes, that's true.
You wonder what will become of a murderer.
Yeah, we do.
When? Wonder...
Oh, you have an answer. Oh, that's insightful.
Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our
Hey,
beloved
I don't claim anything.
We say
Never.
this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no mage in our hour of need.
Oh, yeah, I'm a mage. That's true. Yeah, I never claimed to be. We have a real enemy. I never claimed. That's a good word. Yeah, yeah.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
Oh, the Templars.
The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Oh, what? Oh, holy shit. Rubber.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
What the fuck? Not here for us, then.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition.
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seek.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Oh my god, he's an asshole. Then why are you here?
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing.
He will probably
Templars,
regret those words.
Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Okay, these not the Templars, the Seekers.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
How well do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
We'll find another way, I think, then.
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Fair enough. What we have here? A thing?
Our Templars left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
Is what they're saying real?
She has a very
The
interesting,
Inquisition's going to fix the hole in
very
the
nice
sky.
clothes. It's true.
That's what we're attempting, yes.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen. Your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but... if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
That's good. Oh yeah, go to Haven.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, well, let's see what happened to the mother here.
This victory must please you greatly, Sika Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself.
She's deluding herself.
Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
A victim of fate. Solas is having an issue there, by the way. Should I go someone who can help? A victim of fate?
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
She put a lot of faith in her Maker. How many Templars have rebelled?
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are people reacting?
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
Okay.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
Well, I believe her in that.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls
Her
on us to
helpers is
select
just
a new
sitting there.
divine, if we can.
And Solas is
And
dancing.
leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us and your Inquisition is in the
I'm looking at the
Maker's hands.
architecture while I'm listening. Where are the Templars gone?
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
A cutscene
There
would be
must
better
be
than just a
sense to what we
discussion,
can't see.
actually.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans.
She's not that
With the
bad
knights vigilant
at all.
slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
Maybe.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
Can still help us.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Okay. Makes sense in her way, I guess.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Yeah, I heard that. Favors for a message attached. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. It's a bad day. Invariant, I hear he wants to hurt you. A friend of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the location in the market is attached.
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
First, Enchanted Vivienne. You're cordially invited to attend the saloon. Oh, okay. Okay, we have a shop. Seek your shield. Ooh. Is this for you, Cassandra? Level 9. Ah, you can't use it yet. Can I buy it and store it for you? Yeah, I can. Attachments to my weapons. Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Fair enough. I see a shop over here. Oh, what's this?
If I might have a moment of
I
your
was not
time.
leaving.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
You were not in the conclave?
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
You think Templar did it?
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Uh-huh, will you help us?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. I still have things to do here.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything.
Yeah.
I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
What do you have? What do you have? Ooh. A staff. 8 magic. Critical damage bonus. Constitution. And it's cheap. It's only 154. And it's almost a double up. Electricity damage. Okay, I need to equip that because I want to. There's upgrades, of course. I'll check on them later. Hello. Okay, nothing there.
She who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Ah, level up. Because of reading
As the
the
moth sees light,
thing.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
as there is but one word,
Fair enough.
Good day.
Maker.
Madame Snappy Snips. What? Madame Snappy Snips. Favors a favor, different.
Of course.
There's a lot of things we get from walking around here. We got a song to our tavern. Let's see what we have more here. As I said in the last stream, it's really cool because so many years ago I played this.
Of course.
Ah, another book. Not of heroes, the death of diversity. Sister Antoinette.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of
Highest kings.
ailing
Those
mother
who bring
Tavara.
harm without provocation
I am
to
rather
the least of his
overwhelmed.
children are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Okay. She had anything useful to say? There's a shop over here. Is it in yeah, it's in here. Merchant.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be traditional.
Okay. Oh, you got schematics. Tier 2. Tier 2. Tier 2. Schematics you had. I'm not interested. That interested.
All is well?
Same old.
I might come back. Oh, it looks like a block there.
Thank you.
A pleasure. Can't believe this.
Oh my.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Alright, okay, let's see. We have, I believe. Oh, I have. Oh, here's a merchant.
Open? Yes, as open as I...
What do you have? Looks like crappy stuff. No, crappy, crappy, crappy.
At the very least, we can appear like everything is normal.
I shall endure.
Muriels. Okay. Oh, there's a quest over here. Or something. Search the upper market. Which quest is this? The Templars of Valerian refuse to negotiate with anyone, gather enough power, then work with the advisors to make contacts with the Templars. Fiona's offer with advisors. Fred of Gen search set active. Search the upper market. And the Imperial Insurer. Okay, that's what we should do. Because I have a vague memory of this since billion years ago. Upper market. Yeah, there is these stairs you should take. And then you go to level 2 and choose travel. Here we see, go. Okay, we should just examine anything up here. This game is sneaky, it has things in every fucking corner. For some reason there is a thing on a glass window. That's how we go everywhere. And a book. See, we always like 20% into next level. from just running around. Okay, we cannot continue from here. Yeah, okay, let's go there.
The Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one God, one life, one death. There is but one God.
It's like 3 levels.
The Maker.
I saw something. Oh, yeah, okay, it's the door over there is buzzing. You have to look at the minimap because it's tricky, right? Yeah. Beautiful city center. We got a shop over here. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Let's read that. Folly of General Not Chariton. Okay.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my ware. So yes, shop.
Where? You where?
Don't you mean wares?
No, I mean where. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for
one item. He has one item.
You may gaze upon it and
oh my
dream
God.
of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings.
And he's upstuck
and then
asshole.
you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
Oh my God. Oh. Is this one of those money sink things you see in games?
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
Aha. What is? Okay.
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
Oh my God. Oh my, this item worth it's gonna be upstacker with this
so
as well.
You sell one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that would allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
Oh my God.
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item, the item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
I mean, technically he's not wrong, I think, but...
Well, goodbye then.
Yes.
Okay, and this is his where? 10,000. I have 600. Mystery box, so mysterious. Oh, well, I do have the money to spend on it. But let's get back to that. I'm gonna write in my diary. I have a game diary, actually. To get back to this shop. So Visit Val Royal. Nope. Mystery. Item. Yeah. I bought this beautiful leather, well, I think it's fake leather, but fantasy leather notebook, which I use. Oh, sorry. Taking notes while I'm gaming. But I'm gonna not buy that yet because it's a money sink 10,000. I think it's meant to should buy it at a high level. Alright, okay, let's go down a level. We went, we not been on this level, right? No, we have not. Oh my god, we level so fast with this. Pillars over the left, stay lamps and flame, blah blah blah. Okay. So much things to poke around in this game. You will get tired of it, all this, I'm pretty sure. But I love it. I love it. Sister Andrea. Alright. A small alcove or terrace. Let's see what Sister Andrea wants to say. Here she has a speech bubble.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah.
Is there something I might help you with?
No.
No, thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
Okay, very civil. Why not? Why not? Alright, let's go down. I think it's time to leave. We've been here long enough.
Return to Haven.
That's friend of Jenny. Oh yeah, we got these two. Yes. We got that one. I forgot already forgot about it. I seem to misplace my phone as well. But no matter.
It's the Inquisition's herald.
Okay, I have. Oh, I forgot what spells I have. Oh.
I work for it.
Alright, ooh. I like the combat. Okay. They know who I am for some reason, which is the interesting part.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
What?
Just say what.
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what. Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Oh my god, just say
Blah,
what?
blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just a person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some say that. Who are you? Yes, I am.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
What?
Why didn't you take their weapons? Because no breaches.
Oh, they have no pants. Breeches. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. No pants. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, you can jump in this game. I forgot about that. Any more? No, that's it. Okay.
Friends really came through with that tip.
Okay.
No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Like an introduction, yeah?
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate.
She doesn't make any sense.
In your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
Plus, okay. It's like what? Okay. Okay, yeah, exactly. So you can provide soldiers, allies, or spies, whatever. What?
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife?
What?
All those secrets. And what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards. I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Okay, so I think I get it now. Okay, so so she's like part of some sort of community collective of normal underclass working people that stick it to the man, right? It's not organized, it's just like, yeah, something like that. Who exactly are your people?
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Probably not.
It's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid.
Oh, yeah, fair
and
enough.
someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere, and now you glow.
She means to have?
Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this, whatever it is, Inquisition.
Yeah, she joined us.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Okay. I need her in my party. I will skip Solas for now. Too many breaches. Okay. Is that a reference to something? Sounds like a reference to something. Oh, Royal Elephant. Okay, cool. Dragon Thorn. Okay, we got some good stuff. Okay, here we loot. Figure of some sort. Okay, can we leave now? World map. Black Emporium. Ah, we got the Imperial Enchanter with Vivienne. Right. All right. So I'm just gonna refill my drink. So just a quick. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see what we have. The Imperial Enchanter. Travel. This was like a more formal invitation because it was this messenger courier. Oh, fancy music.
Lady Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
Still have my combat clothing on.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know me?
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
Okay. I like the Orlais clothing. Madame de Fer?
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
And the Duke?
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Okay, Gaspard, we know that. Oh yeah, this the one of the Civil War thing with the Empress, right? Okay, so we can respond to what they have. What have you heard about me?
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
Ah, it's a pomp. It's just as
Everyone
silly
knows
as his
it's
hat.
just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Okay, how could we smack him down, but with a diplomatic tone? Restoring peace sounds like a trap. It's a holy calling. I want justice for the divine.
That's not true. I'm just searching for Divine Justinia's killer.
Of course you are. I'm sure your army is out scouring the hills for her murderer as we speak. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Oh.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
Oh, it's Vivienne, right? Oh, she's hot. Oh, she's smoking hot.
Rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
Oh, she's hot.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Okay, so I would say I don't care because I would humiliate him more by not acknowledging him as a threat or something, right?
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden dog-lord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's
Oh, she's hot.
Didn't she give you that
Oh
to
my
wear for the
God.
grand tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here.
Oh, she's
Were
burning
you
him.
hoping to sate your
Burn.
damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure?
Oh, she's so...
Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt.
Oh, such a
I'm
burn.
delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
I sense she's a bit pompous though, but oh, she's hot and she's smart. I love it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last.
Ooh.
And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Okay, so she seems well connected. First enchanter, which means she's probably part of the court. A pleasure. Okay, let's do it civil.
Charmed, Lady Vivian.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people.
Maybe.
As the leader
Sure.
of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Investigate.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course.
Okay.
We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Okay, this tells me that she is a supporter of the mage circles and not the rebellion.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
Fair enough. Support the Chantry?
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late Divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
Okay, she's definitely a Chantry and mage circle. Which is just I suppose my character could be. But not as vocal, maybe. But the Chantry poses us.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
Probably. She's very insightful.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Oh, she's a fighter.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire.
I could tell.
I know every member of the Imperial Court personally.
Yeah.
I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
You work inside a court?
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
Oh, it's a party member. Oh, no, I'm not gonna romance her. Okay, yeah, welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
She'll be pompous, but I think she's honest. Okay, now what? Cutscene? Where do we? Oh, back to Haven? Yeah, back to Haven. Oh, it's Cullen. Should I romance Cullen? I could romance Cullen.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
Okay. Hang on a second, I need to make a note in my cool notebook. Taking notes, hang on a second. I forgot what I want to know. Oh my god, I'm a scatterbrain. Yeah.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
So, yeah, we remember.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Everything is a mess.
The Conclave destroyed a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like your decision. Okay.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
A lot of activity here. Alright. Let's see. Cassandra?
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Well, just tell her.
The Circle of Magi at Ostwick. At least until the rebellion began.
Yes, I suppose that would have required you to stay on the move. Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Home is wherever I am.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No, I'm not flirting with her.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish.
Oh, well,
My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition.
Divine's
And
right
here we are.
hand.
That's all there is to know.
Interesting.
my
That's a big thing. Yeah, exactly. You're versed with the Divine.
So you are the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be.
Okay, I think
The
I know
short
the story.
version is that I once saved the previous Divine's
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
My reward was becoming her right hand.
Yeah, because this is the part she's telling is there is a Dragon Age anime movie, where she saves everyone from a flaming dragon or whatever as a giant Templar.
But What does a right hand do, exactly?
The movie is not
What is
great,
your hand capable
but it
of?
has a lot some of the
It
backstory.
gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers.
Yeah.
But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You believe in her.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in.
Pan and camera.
It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
You're a member of Navarre's
And she's also a royal family member.
The
That's interesting.
Pentagousts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagousts value
It's like,
their precious
like the
blood
British
like
royal
runs of
family.
gold.
You don't think being noble gave you opportunities others don't
I
have?
was like, you're
An
disapproved.
opportunity
No!
to be decadent, perhaps. To be useless to anyone but myself.
I
The
wanted to
Pentagousts are
approve.
famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarre. Once he was gone, so was I.
Can I ask her about that, you think?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
I'll probably need to continue our relationship or story. How do... Okay, is this one you tell...
What's the story about?
She tells the story about the movie?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, it's an
The
old
tale
story.
gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral.
It was
Rather
one dragon.
impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
I saw the movie.
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral that I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Yeah, that's the sad part. What became of the mages?
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and most holy gratitude. Many of them died at the conflict.
Oh no. Impressive.
An impressive tale. I can see why people enjoy telling it.
Just wait till they start telling stories about you.
Anything about
You
Navarre?
don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarre, the real Navarre, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Parents?
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Oh yeah, that's the necromancer.
Your uncle was a mortale tarsi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortale tarsi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis.
Oh, not the necromancer.
Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
All right.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, we learned a lot of things there. We learned one or two things. Merchant, Varric, Sarah. Oh, we have. Yeah, okay. We have new people to talk to.
Anything you can spell.
Yeah, we have all that stuff. How do I know if you have anything new to...
Need something?
Never mind.
Carry on.
I want to talk to Sarah. She was in the tavern, right? Yeah.
And you've seen no signs of the Grey Wardens
Oh,
anymore.
another song.
You're certain? Oh. We're not paying you to be sarcastic.
I like the music. It's so good.
So, this is it, huh? Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger.
Bigger?
That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
The Conclave tried and failed, yeah?
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, old-touched Lady Herald?
We're 16. Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Oh, it's we got a table operations.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Let's see. Any opinion?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
Varric.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Advisors?
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen. I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Nice, okay.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
I'm not too interested in with that. Okay. Okay, this way.
Do you think they'll close that huge hole in the sky?
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine.
Anything, Leonardo?
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Oh, dude. Oh. Does this matter? I don't know. Does this matter? Ah! It's Dragon Age. I mean, these kind of things you tend to have some sort of influence on people's characters and stuff like that. But I don't know. You have to kill him?
Wait. What are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
Well, he can...
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens.
Yeah,
I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Ideas are crucial. Find a barrel. Oh my god. She's right, but if this was me, like in real life, I'd say, okay, you have. Then I would just confirm that she had already explored the possibility of him having knowledge that we can't or can't use, and then she can continue.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do. Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming.
Okay, that's a big 2-3 meters between us.
The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
And Cassandra was the right hand.
What of it?
Tell me about
I'd like to
Justinia.
hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets. Made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
More in front?
Was there something more than...
You're asking if we were lovers. Typical. Love is common. Love is simple. She was a sister. So to answer your question, yes, it was...
We'll talk.
Yeah, I was not insinuating that she was a lover, actually. It was not my threat to make. Okay. Oh, cutscene!
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Was worth the risk.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes.
take charge.
And we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
You should meet me the mages.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think it's a trap?
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
True enough.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared.
This is
Ordinarily,
not
I
good.
wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Yeah, suspicious.
That does sound odd. I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Oh. Okay. We have Vivienne. And also a quest there. Vivienne. Hi, Vivienne.
You came from the Circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
Well, she was my mentor.
Lydia was my instructor. She was almost a mother to me.
I never met a wiser soul than her. I understand she was killed by one of her own students when the Ostwick Circle rebelled. I think we both agree that this war must end.
Okay, I'm not gonna take a political stance here yet. I could agree that I think the mages should be free, but under what kind of rule? The circles as they were, maybe as a old way to see it. The chaos harms everyone.
The war benefits no one. It must end. An order must be restored.
Greatly
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Really? Okay. Chandra will be restored. No one should have that power. Well, the Chantry must maybe need to be restored because of the... It's not... we're not at a historical thing that we can just ignore it, I guess. It's a institution of stability, right? But for now, I think people need.
Once this is over, the task of speaking for the Maker will be the Chantry's problem again.
That's reassuring to hear. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Oh, she's hot. Oh my god. Let's press the men's. Oh, what do we have here?
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Identify yourself.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclassi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Really?
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
Welcome to help.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Right, fair enough. I actually have one thing to do. I'm gonna talk to Sarah. I think if I can ask her to open the cells in the dungeons.
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
Tell me about your background.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden.
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
There are no connections you want to mention at all.
She's evading the question.
It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that.
Maybe we should get to know her a little bit later.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot and blind. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. A gracious lady bit.
Lady bit. Investigate. I want her to open the cellar door. I think she can. I have a vague memory she could do it.
That question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a room. At least I'm used to that.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone.
It's like
everyone
almost like a terrorist cell.
Hide behind gold and silk and hats. I guess.
Was there ever a Red
Is
Jenny?
Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
No, no.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get to them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. Do you share the blame too?
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
Suppose. Does it matter?
Shouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
What does it do?
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt Sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
Oh.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it right in the... Well, anyway, the little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
Seems like there's no way the people who contribute could even know what they're helping with.
Don't need to. Maybe some ask for a target, a note like, but maybe they plant something just to help mess with things. I did something and something happened. That's a wish for some people. Probably not Harold. Anyway, sometimes I don't even do anything and people think I did, because something happened anyway. That's good too. Free payday. And free blame right. But whatever.
Well, as long as it works.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, isn't it? Hey, it's you again.
Investigate.
Is the Inquisition what you thought?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit... Fair question for me as well, I suppose. At least I'm used to that.
What do you...
Again, with your people. Right, which ones?
We'll talk...
Okay, wait. I'm 100% sure if I can get her to open the cellar doors, but I think maybe it's like a trigger. I have to go down there and not be able to open them, and then I can go back to help, get her help. I'm pretty sure this was a thing. Wow, it's like 8 years since I played this game. 8 years, can you imagine? This game is 8 fucking years old. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, it's locked. Okay. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Okay, it's locked. Can I get Sarah to help me now? Or do I need...
The Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one God, one life, one death.
I want Sarah to help me open the cages in the dungeon. Oh my god, how hard is it?
Find me well
I think she can. I'm pretty sure I have a memory.
Great, yeah?
Investigate.
I'll be back if I need you.
No.
Go on.
Alright, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
She can't. Fucking hell. Damn you, Sarah. I thought you could help me.
Do you need anything more?
But no.
I shall embrace the light.
Ah, Lady Trevelyan. May I have a moment?
Sure, for you. Anything?
Please tell me if you find something.
Okay, what do you want, Josephine?
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
Well, well, that was quick. Oh my god. Oh, that was quick. Sure, certainly.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
Hell yeah, we should. Yes, let's do it.
My parents are on a first-name basis with most priests in Ostwick, and I have a dozen cousins in the Chantry. When they hear I've been touched by Andraste, you'll have to stop them from giving you money.
I'll take that as a yes. Valroyo has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy, although not so much as we'd hoped.
Why not?
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the free marches somewhat quaint.
Our independence puzzled them. They're scared. They're not scared I'm a mage?
Even though I'm a mage,
It's an
that doesn't
insightful-
give them pause.
You're not an unfamiliar sight. Mages from noble families are given more leeway. Besides, Ostwick Circle had a reputation for being rather sedate.
Dull. Alright, okay. We went home now and then, yeah.
My parents made arrangements. I visited home from time to time.
What parent wouldn't want to prevent their child from growing into a stranger? It must have soured your relations with the Templars.
I fancied one of the Templars. The money helped control him. I didn't mind the Templars.
Templars at Ostwick were even-handed enough. A few were almost friendly.
Commander Cullen will be pleased. For a man no longer with the Order, he takes its faults quite personally.
Yeah, he does.
This place is no bastion of civilization, not like the Circle. I hope you don't find the living conditions in Haven too
I like the
drastic for
graphics, the
someone
lighting
your
so
station.
good. Look at the candlelight on reflecting on my characters and on Josephine. How do you find it?
This can't be what you're accustomed to, Ambassador.
One adjusts. I stay busy. It helps take my mind from our surroundings. And the cold. And the wildlife. And the lack of civilization for miles around. Why anyone lived here before we found Andraste's ashes, I cannot imagine.
I'm fine.
Don't worry about me. Haven's more than livable.
Really? If that is how you feel, I'm pleased to hear it. Until next time, my lady.
Alright. Cool. Oh, we got a book. The Children of Andraste. Almost level 6 now. Anything from you, Minev?
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
Okay, we already asked
I'll speak
her.
with you later.
We already
Thank
asked
you
her
again
those
for what
things.
you've brought back.
We already did. Okay. Oh, fucking mouse sensitivity. I think I have to Inquisitor Path. Champion of the Gust. This is what we should do. We should go seek out the mages in Redcliffe. The Lone Warden, search Blackwall. Well, first we should search Blackwall, then we should... And we should also meet Iron Bull before doing that. Yeah, there's some things we should do.
Maker, though the darkness
Okay, let's see what we have in the War Council. And I think then it's soon time to wrap up the stream for tonight. Let's see what we have here. For you being has Lord of Sarah.
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Valroy.
Oh, we got gold. Oh, I didn't need it gold. A letter addressed to Vivienne lies upon the table. It hasn't been apparently written on top of the right. V. Josephine. You cannot have heard the shocking allegation against Inquisition. You would allow me as a friend to open your eyes. People saying that is neat. Yeah, that's the confrontation of Mahavara in the Valerio market had the desire to a point. The Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid the flurry of speculation over the actions of Lord Secret Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the hero of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them. Okay. Okay, so we could blackmail them. Or send out continuous over. Delicate hand is needed. Yeah. Influence. I like the diplomatic route if we can take them. Storm Coast, Black Emporium. The cult of Andraste before the fifth blight. Alright. I know there is a different. You can get chains of these board war table things depending on which advisor you choose to complete the tasks. So, especially these need be's or stuff like that, you can get rewards. So I'm gonna for next time I will be prepared so I can look them up actually. And also, I want more influence, so I can start doing stuff, right? Sarah slightly disapproves, Vivian approves, Cassandra approves. Okay, the missions I did actually have some. You see, they do stuff depending on what we do. Harassment, blackmail, diplomatic, and whatever. But yeah, that's it for tonight. And thank you for tuning in. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.